help me welcome Mr. Ron Luxinger.
Well, so far so good. We have something special planned for you. We're going to take you on board a ship of Her Majesty's Navy back to England in the 19th century, and we're going to show you what life on board ship was really like. All through the help of Messrs. Gilbert and Sullivan, who worked together as a great team through most of their life, although they fought constantly. But I bet you there's some families just like that out there today. What I want to do is not give away the story, because I think it will be pretty clear what happens, but I'm going to ask for the members of the cast to come out here, and I'm going to introduce them to you. So could I have the cast of HMS Pinafore, please, right out here in front of the curtains. Here they come. Now there are a number of sailors who are waiting back stage. They're actually cleaning up the deck so that we can proceed with the show. And maybe we'll try to take as much time here as we can so that they'll get it clean before the curtain goes up. What I'd like to do is introduce to you some of the crew first. Mr. Bob Beckett, played by Dick Vaughan. Mr. Beckett's job on board ship is he's the ship's carpenter. And we also have Bill Bobstay, Andrew Banish. He's the bosun on board ship. He's the highest ranking enlisted man that we have here. We also have some junior members of the crew. Two midshipmates, Brian Fritz and Joshua Lewis. And Tom Tucker, Atticus Diamond. You know, back in the 19th century, they didn't have child labor laws. And they took very young boys on board ship to train them to become, in one case, officers, and in another case, enlisted personnel. And we don't approve of that sort of thing nowadays, but it's great to be on stage and pretending, so there they are. Now we have some other interesting characters here. We have the captain of the ship, Captain Corcoran, played by Diego Matamoros. And we have Rafe Rackstraw. His name is spelled Ralph, but in Britain in this time it was pronounced Rafe. And that's John Kraft in real life. And we also have Sir Joseph Porter, KCB, who is in fact the Admiralty's First Lord, and that role is played by Tom Griffin. He's in charge of everybody, and when he comes to visit the ship, it has to be ship shape. Now there's one more member of the crew whom you must be careful of. His name is Dick Deadeye. And he's played by Jerry Crystal. Now behave yourself. He may look mean, but you know, he's a pussycat. Accompanying Sir Joseph when he visits are several of his sisters and cousins and aunts who go with him wherever he goes. And in particular, Cousin Hebe, played by Emily Hoskin, and she is there. She kind of controls all the sisters, cousins, and aunts. And a frequent visitor to the ship will be a little Buttercup, played by Linda Nadeau. She comes on board ship to sell goodies to the sailors. And there's one more important person, that is the captain's daughter, Josephine, played by Sarah Callanan. pretty, isn't she? And here's the story. There's one of the members of the crew likes her very, very much. And we're going to see whether or not the two happy young people get together. The problem is she's promised in marriage to Sir Joseph Porter, KCB. So we have a little problem here, that typical opera plot in which the soprano and tenor wish to get together and the baritone won't let them. So we're all going to run backstage and get in position and ready to go and see if our crew has everything cleaned up and ready for our visit. Please enjoy the show, and thank you for coming.
On behalf of myself, the company, and the entire cast, I would really like to extend a warm welcome to you all, and thank you very much for coming. It is very much with your support that we can continue. We're in our 59th year of operation, and are probably the oldest amateur light opera company in the country. And we reside here in Simsbury. So, again, thank you very much for coming. You've got a wonderful show ahead of you.